complain about the start they're off to. 4 wins in their first 5 games.
Yeah, Matty V. Hey, D-Roll, we're looking at a team that's playing some pretty good baseball right now. Through the first 5 games of this homestand, 4-1, and looking for some bigger and better things.
Yeah, we had a chance to sit down before the game after BP with the manager. He was really pleased with the way his team has played in these last 5. Let's see if it continues today.
And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. Ferreira finds it. Throw down to first, 1 away. And now the starting lineup for the visiting Baltimore Orioles. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Matty, I know I'm stating the obvious, but the middle of the order has to come through today. You got guys that are playing way above their pay grade on the periphery, and it's time for them to look and see the big boys do their job.
Kershaw, a 6'4" lefty. This is his 12th season in the big league, so he's put together a really nice career to this point.
Yeah, Matty, you ain't kidding right there. 10 years, we refer to that in the biz as hitting full pension. Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
To his left, Hampson. Throw on to first to take care of him, and Kershaw is in control now, 2 away. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. Rendon is there for it, and that retires the side. So not much. So striding forward now, Kevin Mendoza. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The center fielder, Kevin.
And not the greatest of starts to the at-bat as he reaches for one out of the zone for strike 1. Guys, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight, they come in looking to turn things around as they've dropped 2 straight.
Yeah, guys, after the first 4 games on this road trip, they find themselves 2-2, kind of par for the course. But they got to find a way to play a little bit better today, kind of turn the tide and get it working in a positive direction.
With that, let's take a look at the Blue Jays starting lineup. Mark, what do you have on this group in front of the home crowd tonight?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in the car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one.
There's a ball ripped toward the gap in left center. Rendon on his way to second. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
It's always nice to get something cooking in the first inning,
Hey,
even with 2 outs. Now your cleanup man steps in and gets a chance to drive in the first run of the game.
Standing in now, Eddie Rosario. In the air now, out to right field. Conforto will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Standing in, Max Muncy. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
The first baseman, Max.
He couldn't catch up with the gas that time. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
This is what every pitcher likes to have. Another 0-2 count really puts the hitters on the defensive side in multiple ways. You can go fastball up, you can go breaking ball down. One of the keys, getting ahead, and he's done a very good job of that so far.
Rosario is there. 1 away.
Batting fifth, the third baseman.
Ready with the first pitch.
What's
Here
up
it
with you
comes.
today? What are you doing tonight?
Fouled off. No score here as we play inning number 2. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second. So digging in now, Michael Conforto. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. High in the air out to center field. Rosario is there, and that's the 3rd out. First baseman Eric Hosmer is in, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly. try to start the inning instead of foul ball. Worth is making his debut on the mound today, as we've mentioned. This performance in this one can be a good barometer as to whether he's ready to deal with major league hitters at this point in his career.
There's no doubt about it, man. I think they're looking for a shot in the arm. If this guy can produce the same kind of results early on like he did through his minor league career, I don't see any reason why he can't be a very important part of this starting rotation.
Batting fifth.
Next to bat, Orlando Arcia took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Goodrum ranges back, and he has it for out number 2. Standing in, Joaquin Ferreira, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2.
Oh, man, he just tied him up in knots right there.
A 1-2 count to the Blue Jays signal caller.
You know, Matty, I'm not surprised by that pitch. Raise the eye level a little bit. Maybe we get something bouncing in the dirt right here.
Hard hit ball to short. There is Ahmed. Throwing the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error. Digging in the switch hitter, Nico Goodrum. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd foul. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Looking up is Rosario. Gone. Into the box, Austin Hedges. As Kershaw will get the upper hand here with strike 1. One out, nobody on.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Baltimore backstop now. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up Starling Marte. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Trying to bunt his way aboard, but this will get foul. Here's Kershaw's 0-2 offering. Hit out towards second. Hampson gloves it. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Orioles on the board first thanks to the solo home run. Bottom of the third coming up, and it's 1-0 Baltimore. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Garrett Hampson. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. That softly hit to right. Will that get down? Goodrum backs up a bit, and he takes charge for the first out.
The designated hitter.
Stepping into the box, Frank Minor. He'll get to take his first cuts here. This is flared out towards second, and this will be put away easily for the out.
Now batting.
Riding in once again, Kevin Mendoza. He flew out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. Right side, but it's well foul. Line towards center field. Marte is there, and they breeze through this half inning as this. first pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he pours this one in at the letters, 0-1.
Not an easy thing to do to fill up the strike zone and be successful doing it. How about this guy so far in this one? 100% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Seared down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. The 1-2. And another foul ball.
That was a nasty pitcher's pitch right there. Most guys strike out on that one. He was able to scramble at a little bit and give him another chance. And hopefully this pitcher misses over the heart of the plate.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Eduardo Escobar goes down to become the first out here in the fourth. The first pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. The 1-1 home. Pulled toward right center field. Markakis has a read on it. 2 down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Max Muncy.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the left-handed hitter Max Muncy. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Can't say he's tickling around the zone. Those last 2 pitches were pretty much grooved right down the middle, but it didn't bite him.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
He's had great command of his pitches all day.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do. Now at the plate, Nick Markakis hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
The batter,
in now is Anthony Rendon. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Drilled to the left side. And a base hit as that's into left, and they've got themselves a base runner.
Hey, D-Row, that's a 1-out single right there. Hey, the pitcher hasn't pitched out of the stretch in a while. He's been pretty sharp so far in this one.
Yeah, and hopefully that runner right there can get his attention a little bit more diverted on first base, and then he leaves a cookie over the middle of the plate.
Now a curveball that misses here to the cleanup man. It's 1-0. This is on the ground over the first.
Nope.
Oh, and he can't come up with it. And pretty fortunate here as they do wind up getting the out at first, although the runner will advance to second.
The first baseman,
Digging in for his second at-bat, Eric Hosmer, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside.
Hey, great take on that slider away right there. But I'm thinking in that situation, that pitcher's got to execute a little bit better. That was almost a non-competitive pitch. Being outside, you could almost have let that one go right out of his hand.
Conforto is going to have room out there as digging in now, Evan Longoria looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Scooped up on the backhand. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. So 1 away here with the bases empty. And up next, the left-handed hitting Michael Conforto. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
The difference between 0-1 and 1-0 is so monumental, and this guy has been on top of his game all day, attacking the zone and getting ahead of these hitters.
And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th. Now at the plate, Nico Goodrum. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, Matty, big-time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
Behind 0-2 now. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Fouled away.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
And Hosmer will just look this one in, and the inning is. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And he mentioned they need to show a lot more patience with their at-bats moving forward. He said that although he's not against swinging at the first pitch, today they're doing so way too often and at well-executed pitches. As a result, 6 of their at-bats have resulted in outs on just the first pitch.
All right, thanks, Heidi. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Number 17.
At the plate, Joaquin Ferreira. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, Dero, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
Tried to pull that one back, but he couldn't do it, and it's 0-2 now. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. And he popped him up. And that's in there, base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
The batter.
Now at the plate, Garrett Hampson flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. First pitch of the at-bat. A ball and no strikes.
Well, they've yet to hang a number on the scoreboard, but it looks like they've got a great opportunity from the breakthrough. Going to be pretty demoralizing if they can't.
Line drive to left. Benintendi is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first out. Next will be the designated hitter, Frank Minor. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line. And now it'll kick around in the corner. The run scores from second. It's 1-1.
Now batting, center fielder.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. And stepping in, Kevin Mendoza. And he's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone. Pops this one up. And Longoria's got it for out number 2.
Now batting, right fielder.
So runners at the corners with 2 gone. And standing in, the powerful right fielder, Nick Markakis. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Slow grounder to first. Scooped up, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Blue Jays forced to settle for just the 1. 5 innings complete, all tied at 1-1. Back now for the start of the 6th inning, and we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings. And he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've only managed 1 base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. And he might have another one as this is hit high and deep out to left. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Oh, this is a great way to start the inning. Now the go-ahead run is on second. A base hit away from coming across. I know it's only the 6th inning, but you'd love to claim the lead right now and let your bullpen carry the load the rest of the way.
Behind 0-2 now. This pitch is popped up. There to pull it in is Hosmer, and there's your first out. In now, Starling Marte. 3rd trip to the plate for him here. He struck out and grounded out in his first 2 tries. That's in there, base hit.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Tough to do much with that one. A swing and a miss.
You know, we haven't seen that pitch from him in a while, but it looks like he's got pretty good feel for it. If he's going to pick and choose when he's going to use it, he could steal some strikes that way.
Catch made there by Hosmer, and there are 2 gone now. Stepping up now, Andrew Benintendi. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The set and the 1-0. A ball and a strike. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Marquez has a read on it. He hauls it in, and the potential go-ahead run will not come around. Into the box, Anthony Rendon. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home 6th. Bounce towards the second baseman. Goodrum has it, and quickly there's 1 down to lead off the frame.
The left fielder, number 20.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Eddie Rosario. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Marte is under it, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting.
Digging in, Eric Hosmer. 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point.
Yeah, and this is the guy for me. I think this is the guy in the clubhouse that the guys truly gravitate towards. The total package of Eric Hosmer's game is really special.
And he popped him up. Ahmed ranging into the outfield. He makes the catch. What a... And that'll bring up the versatile Max Muncy. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Nat. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Rosario has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
Up next for the Orioles.
1 gone now in the Baltimore 7th. And standing in here, the veteran 3rd baseman, Evan Longoria. Slider laid off for a ball. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. 3-0 now.
He's been throwing strikes all day, so you're not up at the plate thinking he's going to walk you in this situation. You need to be aggressive and sit hard at the plate.
3-1 the count now. Skied into straightaway right. Marquez has a read on it, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting, right fielder.
First pitch on its way.
Conforto.
Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. The windup and the 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. This pitch is popped up. Rendon has a play, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3. Digging in to try it again. Orlando Arcia will be the man to lead things off here in the bottom of the 7th.
Orlando.
A bouncer up the middle. Throw on to first, and one shortstop rounds out to the other, 1 away.
Now batting.
Digging in and looking for more. Joaquin Ferreira. He singled his last time up. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Marte is there now, and it's 2 pitches, 2 out.
The batter, number
Ready
1.
for another chance? Garrett Hampson. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. 1 run, 5 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. That's out to left. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 8 in a row. Into the box now, Nico Goodrum. He'll start us off in the 8th.
The second baseman.
Back to work now is Kershaw as he jumps ahead of the leadoff man, 0-1. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game. Striding into the box, Nick Ahmed. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Fastball in there for a called strike.
One of the keys to pitching late in the games, first pitch strikes, and this guy's rolling along. So far, over 70% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Popped straight up. Hampson takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out. Ready now, Austin Hedges. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Well, you know you've got it working on the mound when they're swinging right through it, even when you're putting it right down the middle of the strike zone. Not the greatest of game plans, though.
And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. So stepping in, Frank Minor. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. First delivery to him on the way. Line to the right side. And there's a base hit. So just like that, the leadoff man's aboard, representing the potential go-ahead run.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out all ambush tactics. First pitch fastball, middle in, and he's able to drive that for a nice single.
Now pitching for the Orioles.
Here comes the Baltimore skipper out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change, as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. He'll depart with our score tied, and he'll still be accountable for the runner at first, and the best he can do is a no decision in this one. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Liner toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Throw will hold him at second, but the go-ahead run's in scoring position now with still nobody out.
These guys are in perfect position to break through right here and to take the lead. There is, without question, nothing tougher than back-to-back singles. You don't know if they're going to bunt. You don't know. They can do so. They have so many.
And that is down for extra bases as that ought to plate the go-ahead run and maybe another. And a big insurance run comes around to score from first. It's now 3-1.
Well, that's a huge base hit right there, dear. We're getting late into this one, and that gives them the lead by 2.
Yeah, that could be a backbreaker right there. We'll see how this one ends up, but nice job to get that knock right there to drive in a pair.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Grounded foul toward the coaching box at third. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold. 0-2. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw to first is in time for the first out. So here's the cleanup hitter, Eddie Rosario. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Ground ball right side. Muncy comes up with it. Only play will be to the pitcher covering, and the runner will advance to third now.
Now batting. The first base.
Digging in once again, Eric Hosmer. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. He's set. Here it comes. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. Lifted the other way to left center. Marte on the move. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire. Jose Leclerc comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Starling Marte. And Dan, he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
That's exactly what they needed. Down by 2 runs, the leadoff man puts himself in scoring position with the tying run coming to plate. The temptation for the next batter is to swing for the fences and tie it up.
His ball's down, and that could bring in a run. But he gets back in time, safe at second base. So it's first and second now. Nobody out. And up next, the exciting left-handed bat of Andrew Benintendi. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Look out, 2-0 now.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. So it's a tight spot here. First and second, 1 man out, and that'll bring up the left-handed hitter Max Muncy. Hard on the ground towards short, and that's through into left, a base hit. And they'll quickly get it in here to hold that runner at third base.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1. Two balls and a strike to Longoria.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
Swung on and missed 3-2.
Well, he had big aspirations behind that swing. Pretty obvious he was trying to put 4 runs on the board in a hurry.
And he fouls this one off. 1 out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Mendoza is after it, makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. But not in time as the run scores, and the lead is trimmed to 1.
Now batting, right fielder.
Now to the plate, Michael Conforto. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. No balls and 1 strike. Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening. Good change-up in the dirt. Strike 3. Throw on to first is going to be in time, and the Blue Jays have taken games 1 and 2 here at home as this one is over.
Well, they sure made it interesting in the ninth, but they leave the tying run stranded at second and the winning run helplessly at first. Could have gone either way, but we were treated to a great battle.
3-2 the finish in tonight's game.
Thank you for joining me, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.